Today, I'll be playing Spring Valley Golf Course, and I haven't played golf for a month here, and I wanted to try out the Super Game Improvement irons, specifically these Launchpad irons from Wilson, and I also happened to pick up a Smart Soul 4 wedge from Cleveland. So let's head out to the course and see who these clubs are really meant for. So starting off here, hole number 1. I actually hit the driver pretty decent, and me being the gear degenerate that I am, I've always wondered what it's like to play Super Game Improvement irons as a mid-handicapper.
All right, pitching wedge from 120. Here we go. Let's see if these are hot or not.
Although this ends up being short, it was very easy to hit.
I'll get a kick. I didn't hit very solid. Come on. Ooh, pretty short. Okay, Smart Soul wedge. Easy to hit, supposedly.
Unfortunately, the first chip with the wedge did not go well.
Check.
But that changes later in the day.
Oh, I bladed it.
This one I got a little flippy with it.
Not good.
Also coming back a month away from the game, the putting was definitely a little off.
That also gone? Sit. Oh!
But if I'm being honest, some of the greens at Spring Valley are pretty tough.
Thanks.
And we walk away here with the bogey. So unfortunately, this next hole was too long to play a Launchpad iron. So I end up taking my 2 hybrid here, and we end up about pin even to the left of the green. And here's another go with the Smart Soul wedge, and this one ends up being pretty decent, but the green slopes away from where I was, so it's going to be a hard chip nonetheless.
I'll take that.
And personally, the putting wasn't great, but also the green reading was pretty off as well. This one I had no chance. After a pretty mediocre first putt, I just walk it in, tap it in for bogey, and we're moving on to the next hole. Coming up next is probably a hole where you don't want to take driver, but nonetheless, I take it out anyway. It goes left in the cart path into a ground under repair area, so I take a drop on the other side of the path. So finally, another shot with the Launchpad irons. This one I hit pretty well onto the green. Since the Launchpad irons go really high, they land really soft for me and get a lot of spin. Here is a bad first putt. And yeah, being away from the game, I don't know what it is, but it took me a few holes to get going with the putter. A bad second putt coming up here. Of course, since the first one was well short, I'm going to overcompensate and hit this one well by. And now here is the third putt, and I miss it. So unfortunately, 4 putts here, green regulation for a double bogey. So I'm using a 6-iron here. Normally I hit it around 170 with my regular irons. However, since these are made to launch the ball higher, I feel like I lost a lot of distance. Here comes the Smart Soul wedge here. I hit this one pretty good off a tight lie. It hit it right dead center of the green with a little bit of spin and a little bit of rollout. And if you played here before at Spring Valley, you know this green slopes severely left to right. Look how much this one breaks here. We're happy with the 2 putt.
That after a 4 putt.
So at this point, expecting the score to be high today, it's been a while. Once again, taking driver. The G425 Max is a driver I can recommend to any mid to high handicap. If you can't hit this straight, you're not going to hit any of them straight.
73 yards. Should be perfect sand length.
One thing to note, since I play 1-length clubs, these shorter irons were a little tricky.
It's short.
But we're able to manage here to get on the green.
Sit.
Once again, this is another tough green that slopes from back to front. Had to give this one a pretty good whack. And distance-wise, this one ends up being pretty good.
Wow, that was like straight.
But the golf gods like to remind you
Not good though.
that golf is really hard.
Oh! What? Oh, yeah.
So far, we've caught little glimpses of, the Launchpad irons in action. They go really high. They're really easy to hit.
Boy, this hole's not short, that's for sure. All right, 4-iron here.
And this 4-iron is no exception.
Uh-oh.
It's wayward left,
Is that in the trees?
but it was super easy to hit and it went pretty far.
All right, let's see if we can play a low punch 5-iron shot here.
So even though I completely chunked this,
Oh, that was
the ball rolls out pretty good.
terrible. I chunked it. Let's see here. Right on a nice tuft of grass, huh?
So once again, a tight lie with the Smart Soul wedge,
It's going to spin, baby.
and this one's a dime.
Oh, yes. I really like this thing.
But unfortunately, the putt was not.
Doesn't break.
Ooh, you gave up the hole.
Yeah, that was foolish.
Taking super hybrid once again,
Oh, shoot. 4 left. 4.
goes wayward left.
No, you're good. You're good.
And now we get to try the Smart Soul once again. Someone called 4 and hit the tree that was by me, but I was able to stick this on the green.
Hey, I hit that not bad.
And to no fault on my beloved Jailbird Versa, another bad read and another bad putt. I can't even buy a par today.
Oh, to get people out there? Cause... Oh, wow. All right. Got some good ones to follow here.
All 3 people in my group hit a great drive, so I'm going to hit a bad one.
Oh, hang on. Foot! Foot!
And honestly, after taking some time off, I'm not too upset with the score that I'm shooting.
We're good? Short of them? Well,
So coming up,
this is just to get back in the fairway
we have a punch-out scenario,
type of deal.
and the launch pad handled this one with ease.
Oh, nice and tidy.
And we're back into the fairway even though we're in a really wet spot. Gaming one leg definitely exposes me here
Oh, shoot.
as I top this gap wedge,
Uh-oh.
and it goes into the plants past the green.
Oh, gosh, darn it.
But I will admit, the 9-iron here was really confidence inspiring and I got it out with ease.
I'll take it.
The green was sloping away, so I'll take it. One thing I noticed is that coming back from a break, the distance control
More up the hill. More up. Oh, it bounced a bunch.
is not there. But fortunately, we're able to clean this one up, and I'm actually pretty happy with the double bogey here.
Oh, okay.
So for this one,
Oh, shoot. Is anyone over there?
we hook this one to the left,
Is anyone over there? You just called it.
and we're presented with a good opportunity to hit a 4-iron here, back into the other fairway, and I hit it with ease.
Honestly, it's not bad at all. I'm going to try a bump and run it here.
I try a bump and run here with the launch pad iron, and I severely underhit it, and we're just in the center of the green. No issues with the bump and run.
All right, let's see.
I will admit my playing partner said this broke right to left, and it broke the opposite way.
Whoa!
But honestly, I couldn't blame him. I was putting so bad anyway. I would take any advice at this point.
Yeah, I will do that.
So now through 9 holes, I'm really thinking, who are these clubs for?
Oh, there's the fade. Is that Gonski?
And honestly, it's spot on for seniors who can't get the ball in the air.
Oh, I see it. I see it. All right, we're just going to hit a little 7-iron up above. See how high I can hit these.
Here's a perfect example of this. I end up pulling the ball to the left, but it goes sky high.
Wow, I got very lucky.
And I got pretty lucky here for sure.
I pulled it left and went over the highest part of that tree. All right, a little sawed off 80-yard gap wedge.
And since for me, I'm a criminal flipper and I don't deloft the club through impact,
That might be pretty sick.
these irons go higher than my normal irons and I lose a little distance. And I'm happy to be on this green in regulation, and I hit a decent putt here, giving it a run.
Thanks.
And we're able to tap that one in for my first par of the round.
That was the first par of the day, dude.
So this hole in particular, I had circled on the scorecard,
Fade. Fade.
and I got over the water with ease, no problem, but it ends up being a little short.
Ah, short. It's okay, I'm dry.
So my ball landed in squishy against the green grass, so I took out the 9-iron to bump it through all that stuff, and I'm glad I didn't chunk it.
Ooh, yeah, it's pretty muddy.
And once again, a poor read here.
Oh,
Putting is not in
Wow.
form.
not much better. Shoot, that was bad. Yeah.
G4 25 max, can't recommend it enough.
Where'd it go? Oh, okay.
After a month away from the game,
Didn't mean to troll.
still hitting it good.
Little wind into us, huh?
So I'm getting used to hitting short clubs again, and this gap wedge goes some mile high in the air.
Huh.
The person I was playing with thought I hit a 60-degree wedge,
His gap wedge.
but it was a gap wedge. And once again, the putting is in ill form,
Oh my gosh.
and we're able to at least clean this one up to get another par.
Okay. What a terrible first putt. Gosh, those ones you're like,
And honestly, probably the most redeemable thing for me today is the driver,
thanks.
and now really getting settled into these irons as well.
All right, 124. I think it's a 9-iron-ish.
So for me, I should have taken one more club on every shot because I probably hit these way too high and I lose a little bit of distance. This ends up being a little short, and if you know this hole, you know how crazy this green is.
Stay up. Yeah, it's like,
Stay.
no, it's gonna roll out a bit, but
Oh, fuck.
stay.
God damn it.
Stay. Oh, God.
Everyone in the group was loathing our second putts on this green,
There it is.
There we go. Oh,
but fortunately mine went in for par.
jeez, just ramrodded it.
And for one hole, surprisingly, I couldn't claim to be in the Spinny Faders Club. This one actually went a little right to left.
122, okay.
So I was really determined here to hit this 9-iron 125 yards.
Be the one. Club twirl?
I thought I hit a good one, but it ended up being short.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it spun off. Did you just untwirl it? Oh, it spun all the way off. Little bump and run with this hybrid thing.
The bump and run was a mixed bag today. Some were good, some were bad, some were mediocre.
That like kind of checked up too.
So now I have a very long putt here for par, and this is a pretty tough green.
Down, 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 down. Oh, oh.
And this one was severely breaking towards my feet, but we're able to make it.
Thanks.
You need one of those lab golf putts.
Fade off of those trees seems good, huh?
And finally today, a bad drive.
Uh-oh. Is that 4? Is anyone over there? 4 right? 4?
And I just chalked this one up to being the hazard and took a drop. And here was a great shot
That came out weird, but...
that demonstrates how high these irons can actually go and how easy they are to hit, even with this bad lie.
So I'm downhill. So don't go outside toe-to-toe.
I was able to get my shot onto the green, and it set me up for this putt for par. And honestly, if you know this green,
Oh, yeah, I did not hit that very hard.
a 2-putt is great here for bogey. Up next is my nemesis hole, this par 3. I never hit the green and always get in trouble, but I handled this one with ease and actually end up on the green. So there might be something to these irons.
I'll take it on. Whatever that, I'll take that.
And now we have a putt that's from a mile away. Like I said, these greens are no joke.
Ah, sit. Sit. Oi.
And there's nothing quite like getting your putting back on the last few holes.
There we go.
And I'm happy to par this hole.
Thank you.
So the putter was looking good, but now, of course, the driver's not looking so hot. This one ends up a little bit too far left.
Hit those trees or no? I think it's just short of them. So let's see if I can keep this down low, even though these are meant to launch balls high. They're called launch pads, but...
And for some reason, I can't stop chunking these punch shots.
Oh, that's not good. I chunked it.
Now I'm trying the 7-iron from 150 yards.
Oh, a little chunky, but luckily his clubs are forgiving. Just in front.
Here comes another bump and run, and this does not do well at all.
Sit. Sit. Gosh, this is scary.
And now I have a scary downhill putt. I barely tapped this one, but it's looking good. And we just barely miss it. So at this point, I'm a couple under bogey golf, and I'm thinking, hey, from a month away,
Oh, little...
I'll take this score.
I'm fine. 180. Right in my wheelhouse.
But once again, golf has a funny way of saying welcome back.
Ah, pulled it. Little hook.
And I'm in my first sand trap of the day.
Oh, I'm in the sand trap. All right, heads up, guys. Not my forte. I'll say that much.
You know where this is going.
Oh, oh gosh. Oh, did it kick back? Got it.
So having never used a Smart Soul wedge out of the sand,
I know there's a sign that says no chipping though.
this is where I'm at now. And of course, I don't want to hold up the group, so I rush through this and chunk it.
Oh my gosh, this is...
And off camera, just letting you know I chipped it once more.
Oh.
And now I just gave a read to my playing partner because he was shooting for a good score, but this was for double.
Oh, at the very end maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that helped you or hurt you. Okay.
But that was good enough for triple, and I tap it in. So even with the blow up here, I end up with bogey golf after being a month away, and I'm actually pretty happy with the result. I wasn't exactly able to demonstrate it, but these launch pad irons were really easy to hit and easy to get into the air. So if you have a problem with getting the ball in the air, can only play golf every once in a while and have trouble hitting the middle of the club face, these clubs might be for you. And there's no shame here in playing clubs that may not look the best or look cool. Ultimately, all I care about are results. If these irons flew as far as my actual gamers, I may have put these into the bag. But for now, I'll stick with my Olimar 1 links. I may start gaming that Smart Soul wedge. That was pretty nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Keep chasing, and we'll see you in the next one.